What's up, YouTube family? Hope you guys are having a good day. Thank you for subscribing and liking my channel and commenting in. We're really enjoying the support. Standing in the food forest here, right in that kind of zone 1 outside of the house. By zone 1, I mean the zone that's closest to the house. The furthest part of your property would be that zone 5. So in the zone 1 food forest, you know, here like most things on Laughing Fruit Farm, we have no irrigation. You know, we're pretty extreme out here. We try to mimic nature in every way possible. Right now we're going through an extreme drought in Florida, so I'm kind of wishing I would have put in a pretty water savvy irrigation system so I could at least, you know, water once or twice a week and keep these plants happy. We're finding ourselves using a little bit of overhead irrigation once or twice a week just to try to keep the soil damp right now. So sugarcane is a really fun one to grow in the food forest. Definitely likes wet feet, likes moisture. We've got a pretty dry area over here, so this is probably not as thick as it could be. If you had it on that edge of a pond or that wet area in the yard, it'd be really good for sucking up moisture. You know, so down in South Florida, you know, they grow sugarcane in this abundant monoculture. You know, fields and fields and fields of sugarcane. You know, one species grown with flood irrigation, highly fertilized. You know, obviously it's horrible the way they're growing it. You know, in a diverse system like this crop doesn't require a lot of fertilizer. Like I said, it does require a little bit of water, but you can easily propagate it, you know, by cutting this stalk off and basically every 2 nodes by burying that 1 node underneath the soil in a well-drained mix. It will root out for you, and you can kind of spread, you know, the sugarcane from friends or different places of the yard. So this 1 cane can be pressed into, you know, pure sugarcane juice. And I can't even tell you how sweet it is. Like my son, we were just at the market this last weekend, and there was some, you know, vendors that were selling fresh sugarcane juice through this press, and a piece like this, you know, filled like a small pint jug. It was like $6 at the market. You know, 1 cane made 3 or 4 of those. We're talking about, you know, $24 a cane. So for these, you know, permaculture sites, agro-tourism sites, you know, this is an easy stacked one. It's a cool looking plant in the food forest, you know, and we can grow sugar in our backyard. So I've got probably 12 new, very rare, unique varieties that we got from Trek down in South Florida here a couple of months ago that I'm starting to propagate out. We're going to put them on the south side of the property on some irrigation, and next year I hope I have some different types of sugarcane to press, you know, when we do have a farm tour here or there, or have some friends over. You know, how exciting is that? And like I said, this stuff is so sweet. Like my son had a hard time drinking it. It's ridiculously sweet. It's really good if you add a little bit of a ginger or lime to it when you're pressing it. You know, it really makes the flavor that much better. Kind of cuts a little bit of that sweetness. It goes really well, almost watered down on ice. But sugarcane, you know, this is a good one to add to the food forest. Very easy to grow. This is thriving on neglect. This doesn't get any water. Like I said, you give it a little water, you'll actually get some bigger sugarcane. You know, this would have been a lot larger by now. And this food forest that's behind me is probably 2.5, 3 years old, this planting, you know, so there's all different types of plants in here. Even let some of the weeds grow in here. But sugarcane, you can press it. I think you can even chew on it, you know, so that was another thing when I was at the market. They had cut up pieces of the cane that were stripped down, and there were people walking around chewing on them. So, you know, how exciting is that? Is to chew on a piece of sugar that you grew in your yard. Pure sugar, natural sugar, you know, no chemicals added.
With the ginger and lime?
Okay. You
Please.
want to go, right? Or drink it?
3 of them to go? We're
One
gonna
for
drink
here.
1 here today.
Oh, no ice, right?
No ice. Thank you.
Yeah, they'll do
Lime and ginger, right?
What's
You
that?
like orange or you like lime?
Lime. Right? Is it a bitter orange?
Farm fresh.
That's so